Hey y'all, welcome to the Messy Studio. Come on in and see what's going on. Howdy y'all. Well, today we're going to tackle this little piece of, I don't know what kind of wood. And I got it off of a pallet. It's an American pallet. I've checked out the markings. There's nothing bad. It's just heat treated, kiln dried. No chemicals. So it's safe for those safety police out there. It looks kind of like maple, but I'm not sure. It didn't smell like maple when I was cutting it, but I haven't cut every species of maple there is either. Wind's blowing. I don't know what it is. We're gonna find out. I think it's gonna be pretty though. So let's take it to the lathe and see what we got. Did you notice I didn't slam that chuck in there? Okay, I've rough cut this to shape. It's going to be about 3 1/4 inches wide at the widest, maybe. The grain is running like that. So I think I'm gonna make this the top, make this the bottom. Three-eighths-inch bowl gouge. Getting close, not quite there. Got some tear out, of course. I wasn't taking it too easy. See that grain structure? Oh, that ain't quite round yet. Hey, look, Phil, bug holes caused by those iron bugs called nails. Kicking about 1,000. Speed makes for such a better cut. See how cleaner, see how much cleaner that is? Still got a little bit of tear out right there because I was going pretty fast. That's good, Billy. Just jam the scraper into the side of the piece. That'll always give you a good finish. See what kind of damage it did. Well, whatever I did, I cleaned up. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna did, a fella in England that I call my cousin, Nick Burt, he's got a YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it, he's got some very instructional videos. I'll put a link to his channel up here, up there. Very informative fellow. He always, and he uses warm water. This isn't exactly warm, but it's not terribly cold either. Before he sands, he hits this with water. Yes, to raise the grain. And why? Water is an enemy of wood. Well, it is. But I've seen some of the finishes he's been getting. Trust me, it makes a difference, or seems to. So I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit and do its thing. You don't want to put so much on there that you soak the ways down. And after that's dried, well, in that water lets you see some of that chatoyance in this wood. So after this dries for a little bit, I'll come back and sand it up through, I don't know, 400. Then I'll chuck it up. We'll turn out the inside. I'll turn it around, finish the bottom. There's 2 pieces of that 5-foot piece of Bradford pear that was about 10 inches across at the bottom. I got it all milled up today. My back's hurting me because of it. There's 2 more pieces down in there. The 4 biggest ones are in here. Got me some slabs from beside the pith where I cut the pith out. The pith was in here. Let's do it again. The pith was in here. I cut 1 inch to 1.5 inches of pith out of the middle. Well, you can see how thick those are. And then I cut that out of the middle of those and made planks. Yeah, they're not very long, but when they dry up, I can use them in segmented bowls or something. That's the hackberry I did the other day. And this is the rest of that Bradford pear. So we'll see how that fares. Now I've got this piece of Bradford pear right here. It's only about 4 inches. About 4.5 feet long, but only 4 inches. I don't know. Maybe I might could make some little boxes out of that, but as bad as that's checking down there already, and I've painted it up real good when I got it. So I don't know. And when I picked y'all up to move you, to show you that Bradford pear while the inside of that dries from me wetting it so I can sand it, my camera said standby. So I don't know if y'all missed me turning all of that inside or not. I guess I'll have to wait and see when I edit. I sure thought I was recording. Man, I hope I was. If I wasn't, y'all missed some good jokes. I hope I was recording, though, I really do. That's not dry enough yet. Okay, I can't stand it anymore. My back is really starting to hurt. I've done a lot today. I've been running since 8 o'clock and it's nearly 5, so I'm gonna go in, clean up, and get something to eat. I'll see y'all probably not tomorrow, but day after. Well, it's getting there. I'm not going to keep recording this sanding. It's just going to take forever. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit crazy. But I've got too much time invested in this already, so I'm gonna call it good. Yeah, we'll call that a failed color experiment. My buddy Phil at Madronawoodworks and a couple others I've noticed have been using this Howard's Feeding Wax. I discovered the other day that you can get it at Lowe's. So I'm going to give it a whirl. They swear by it and they get some pretty good results. It gives me a chance to try something different than my lacquer or friction polish or that I've been using for like ever, and poly and looking at the ingredients, it's got petroleum distillate in it. It's got beeswax and orange oil in it. Smells nice, but I don't know if the petroleum distillates are a dryer or what. So I don't know if this is food safe. I wouldn't think so. But who's going to be using this for food? Nobody I know. The holes left from those steel worms that make it useless for drinking out of. Buff that out. I just realized I'm going in reverse. I was wondering why it felt weird. Boy, it does put a nice shine on this here piece. Can you see it? Making myself seasick here. See that shine down in there? I think I like it. Let me get this turned around. We'll finish the bottom. Pretty true, just the way I likes it. It's going about 600 RPM. That's about as fast as you want to go with one of these. Cutting in toward the headstock. I don't want to put any more side pressure on this than I have to. I'm going to have to here a little when I get down to that nub, but See? I didn't let it dry long enough. There you have it. One nice little pot. It's too short to be used for pencils, so I can't really call it a pencil pot. But it, you can put toothpicks in it. In fact, my wife may do just that. I doubt this piece will be sold, but she may want to keep it. But I didn't know what this was. I knew it was dense, I knew it was hard, and I knew I wanted to try something with it. So this is what I came up with. It's got some really cool toyance on it, and it is hard, and like I said, dense, and it's rock maple. It's pretty. I like it. Oh, shameless plug here. If you're in the Houston area, this is just north of Houston, between Houston and Conroe. Magdaddy's Cigar and Guns. That's my brother's shop. He does gunsmithing as well. So if you need a good cigar, or even something firearm related, go give Al a holler and tell him I sent you. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, y'all. My next project is not going to be a turning. I decided to take part in the collaboration with a bunch of other turners this year for called Makers Rock. You're just going to have to wait and see. What we do is we reproduce album covers from rock bands, and I'm going to reproduce, or attempt to reproduce, an album cover. You'll just have to wait and stay tuned and see how that comes about. Y'all come back.